coming to us all the way from Boston. Please put your hands together for my friend. Let's hear it for Joe Yannetty.
How many guys your wife make you feel like there could be 15, 20 other people in the bedroom with you? Let me explain. I just get into bed with my wife. We're both wide awake. Her head is 1.5 feet from mine. She's got to ask a question. Joe! Joe! Joseph. I could be looking her straight in the eye. Joe! And she won't ask the question until you go, what? I'm the only one here. What do you think? If you just asked a question out of nowhere, I'd assume you were speaking to someone else? Why do women need the what? Joe, what? Why do you need that? To know you're paying attention. Joe, what? Now I'm paying attention. Can I ask you a question? What's that one for? Yes, you can ask a question. You're not gonna get mad? Which means wait till you hear this. No, I'm not gonna get mad. You promise? What's the question? See, you're already mad. Just book an appointment with a marriage counselor right there. Anyone ever been to a marriage counselor? Doctor says to me, Joe, do you feel you have a problem with anger? Do you feel you have a problem with anger, Joe? Hey, shut up. I grew up in an Italian neighborhood. Everyone's in a constant state of anger. How do you know if you got a problem? I haven't seen a friend in a while. Hey, moron, what do you forget how to use the telephone? That means, gee, Joe, I miss you. Why don't you call? It hurts. I'll tell all there's single women in the crowd, don't marry an Italian guy. If you already married an Italian guy, it's too late. Don't marry an Italian guy. We're all jerks. Italian guys are horrible because we grew up with Italian mothers. And all our lives, we watched our mothers treat our fathers like kings, and we couldn't wait to grow up and get some of that. What the hell happened to women? My first wife, honey, I'm exhausted. Oh, maybe you should just lay down and die. I go to my mother's house, one word, Ma, bang, 8-course meal. Stroking my hair while I'm eating. What did that witch do to you? That's a good woman on my side all the time. Don't marry an Italian guy. Never forget anything, have arguments. An Italian guy, marry an Irish guy. Yeah, Irish guys, they're the best guys to marry. They come home, they pass out, you don't even have to talk to them. An Italian guy will argue for 4 days about where you left his jacket inside a closet. What are you doing? I told you, hang it on the left side. Open the door, it's right there. Now I gotta reach over. What's the matter with you? Never forget anything. One time, my mother gave me an umbrella as a present one time. It's the size of this microphone. You push a button, it opens as big as the ceiling. Push another button, it closes back up. My wife left it on a subway train in Boston 6 years ago. Every day it rains since then. If I had that damn umbrella my mother gave me. Few people understand that. How many guys do you ever get this from your wife? Oh, yeah? Well, I'm not your mother. Oh, yeah? No kidding. My mother raised 4 kids in an apartment in East Boston, never complained a day in her life. My wife can't find a shirt. I hate my life. Why does God do this to me? Yeah, it's God. He must be testing you. Just like Job in the Bible. Job was tested. All his land rendered barren. All his livestock died. His whole family was killed. His body riddled with disgusting, painful sores. He hid your blouse. There was a volcano erupting somewhere in the world. God said, I'll be right back. I got to put this Dizzy Broad shirt behind the radiator. And I don't know how many of you ladies have cats. The guys know. Here's how I've spent the last 10 years of my life. Hey, listen, honey. I don't ever care what the cat is doing. Look, Smokey's tongue is sticking out. Wow. Right again. I could be watching aliens landing in my backyard. Look, Smokey's sitting like a chicken. What the hell does that mean? A lot of people say that about their cats. It's sitting like a chicken. What does that mean? I stare at the cat. How does that look like a chicken? If I picked the cat up and there was an egg there, holy cow. I like the cat. I have nothing against the cat. I just don't care what he's doing every 2 minutes. I told her, say you get up in the middle of the night to pee. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the cat has a Bible open. And he's preaching the gospel off the back porch to a congregation of all the kiddies in the neighborhood. Don't wake me up. You like the cat, you just pretend not to. Why do you put the cat in my underwear drawer? He loves it in there. Why don't you put him in your underwear drawer? It's gross. Please, God, take one of us. I don't care which one, me, her, the cat. You know what? I like the cat when she's not around. She really believes that she knows what the cat is thinking. I pray to God, let the cat talk for 5 minutes. Because I know the cat would look her in the eye, tell her, listen, when I'm licking the spot where my testicles used to be, I don't like you looking at me. She woke me up in the middle of the night one night. Joe, look. I look over. She got the cat laying on her neck. What are you doing? My neck hurts. Well, there's a cat on it. Cats have healing powers. Put them on your head. She'll tell me what the cat would have said had he been in the car with us. We'll be driving down the street, you'll see another cat. Smokey would tell that kitty to run. Why didn't Smokey tell me to run? Here's a hint for you. You guys have been married a while. I know I could teach you something even people married for 50, 60 years haven't figured out yet. Say you're in the living room, guys, and your wife is in the kitchen, and you want her to come to where you are. What do? Yell her name. Waste of energy. Pay attention. No matter where your wife is, you want her to come to where you are, open a book and start reading. Instantly, she has a need to speak with you. Hey, you know what I was thinking? No, I know what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe I'd get to a paragraph before you came in here. You ever try to read a book in the same room your wife is reading a different book? Isn't that a joy? Hey, you know what this says here? No, how could I? I don't even know what this says here yet. Except this one sentence I keep reading. I guess if I really want to know what they printed in this book, you have to read it. How many guys you wish once in a while, just for a minute, your wife could be a guy. Let me explain. I'm driving with my wife in California. We come up over the mountains. I said, look, honey, this is the Antelope Valley. She said, antelope? That's like a deer, right? I said, yeah, an antelope is like a deer. Then how come cantaloupe is a fruit? You understand what I'm saying now, guys? Because if I said that to you, most likely your response would be, what are you, a moron? But it's your wife. That's a good question, honey. We'll look that up. My wife will wake me out of a dead sleep and ask, what are you doing? I was playing golf. Little ball come through here. Went to Niagara Falls. You ever been to Niagara Falls? Niagara Falls, for those of you who haven't been there, if you've been to the Grand Canyon, it's kind of like that. There's a huge canyon, a river down below. You take an elevator down to the river, and you get in a boat, the Maid of the Mist. And the Maid of the Mist takes you right up to the falls. You ever been there? Takes you right up to the falls. You know how much water's coming over there? It's like 1 billion gallons a second. 4 of the 5 Great Lakes drain into Niagara Falls. That's how much water. The mist from the falls feels like a torrential downpour. And if I had that damn umbrella my mother gave me. So then the boat goes back, we get in the elevator, we go up, we get the car coming out of the parking lot. Now we're up at the top. And my wife looks at the beautiful, peaceful lake at the top of the falls and asks me, I wonder why they don't let you swim in there. I don't see any signs. I'll grab a towel at the gift shop, meet you down below. We were driving across the United States one time, going through Oklahoma. She looked out the window and asked, are those wild cows? What did you just say? Are those wild cows? Honey, there's no such... Yes. Wild cows. They're still trying to find the idiot built that fence around them. You're an idiot. If they're not wild cows, who feeds them? A midget in a golf cart. Big bags of Purina cow chow. If it's raining, it makes its own gravy. Oh, you guys, how many people here, it's their first time cruising? Yeah. All right, this is a part of the show where I give the passengers a few hints. Just a few hints to help your fellow passengers enjoy the cruise experience a little more. For example, in the buffet, move! What the hell are you people staring at? People just stare at the food. What is this? I don't know what this is. Do you know what that is? I don't know what this is. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me what... Excuse... Sir? Sir, excuse me. Could you tell me... Could somebody help? I don't know, lady. Maybe that sign 3 inches from your nose that says chicken is a clue. Oh, I don't know if I like that. You don't know if you like chicken? You never had chicken before. Well, what kind of chicken is it? Self-conscious chicken. You've been staring at it for 20 minutes. Pick it up and move. Take it to a table and taste it. You don't like it? Leave it there. No one cares. You already paid. Then they got to check with their spouse. Frank! Frank! Could you tap him? Frank! Could you tap him, please? Frank! Do you want some chicken? Put that down. You can't have that. Put that back. Frank, do you want... Put it down. Do you want some chicken? Do you want some chicken? Frank! Frank has a brain and a plate, lady. He'll get here eventually. It's one line. Move! Then Frank gets there. Hey, Louise, did you get me some of this chicken? And then the older people with those things in front of them, I thought that was to help you walk. It's just a shelf to put more plates of food on. I like that. Other people walking by think it's another buffet. Hey, that looks good. That man stole my prunes. And do me a favor. I've seen a few of you already doing this. Stop touching the food. Use the tongs. Stop touching the food with your hands. That's disgusting. If I'm the first person to tell you not to touch other people's food with your hands, go home and slap your parents. Use the tongs. People checking the bread. Is that one fresh? I don't know if that one's fresh. That's onion. I don't like that one. What's this, wheat? No, that irritates my skin. There's no New Yorkers here. I love it. What, there's New Yorkers here? Oh, I hate New Yorkers. Now, people from New York always tease people from Boston. Are you from Boston? Say, park the car. Say, oh, you're from New York? Say, please, thank you, excuse me. A lot of Italian people here. Yeah. So traveling around all over the place, you know, I get to see some beautiful places, but I miss home. I miss my family. I miss having big family get-togethers. I miss my Uncle Cheesy. My Uncle Cheesy. When I was a kid, he used to scare the hell out of me. He used to tell me he was a hitman. He'd tell me, hey! He had a motto. I never killed nobody, wasn't gonna die anyway. But he'd sit around at family gatherings, he'd cheer me up, tell me stories. Hey, Joey! Hey, what are you crying for? Hey, come over here. Come here. Come here. What are you crying for? Stop crying. Come on. All right, look, you stop crying. Look at that watch. You like that? That's a good watch. You stop crying, I'll give you the watch. That was quick, you little rat. Go ahead, take it. Well, put it on. Look at that. That's a good watch. You like that? Got that off a dead guy. Oh, what are you crying for? I'm only kidding. He wasn't dead yet. He was shaking like that, though. Now, what are you crying for over there? Your cousin Vinny won't let you play with his truck. You got a hammer? Hit him with the hammer. Oh, what are you yelling at me for? It's not like the kid's actually gonna go over there and, holy crap, I can't believe he did it. What the hell are you teaching this kid, for God's sake? Joey, come here. What are you doing? You hit him with the wrong end. All right, come and sit with your Uncle Cheesy. Yeah, climb out there. Don't worry about your cousin Vinny. He's a big wimp. He's just like his father, your Uncle Tony. Big wimp. Sissy. Mary. Marshmallow little. Always was. Ever since we were little kids, we used to go play down the clay pit. And he never wanted to get his clothes dirty. I'll push him in the clay. He run home crying. You remember that, Tony? Hey, Tony, you remember the clay pit? Hey, Mary, get Tony. Mary, get Tony. Get Tony. What? I don't want no pizza. Get Tony. I don't want any. I don't want any. Yeah, you made it. I'm sure it's very good. I don't want it. What? You want a piece of pizza? He don't want any either. He don't want any. I asked him. Shut up. No, you don't. He don't want any. You know what, Mary? Take the pizza and stick it up your face, all right? Tony, you remember the class? Shut up, Mary. Shut up. What are you crying for? All right, save me a piece, I'll eat it later. Save me a piece, I'll eat it later. Save me, damn it, give me the hammer. What'd you do with the hammer? I put it through a window. What? You don't know the clay pit, that's not there anymore. Nah, that's where the Kmart is now. Yeah, there's the Kmart, the Walgreens, your Uncle Kenny. Oh, what are you crying for? That's how we do it. See that Kmart with a K, Kenny with a K? How the hell do you think we know where everybody is? Go ahead, guess what happened to Freddie McDonald? They should change the sign outside. Over 1 billion served, and one guy ain't going nowhere. Messing with my girl, that little rat. I loved her. What was her name? Wendy. Let me tell you something about women, kid. You listen to your Uncle Cheesy. Always treat your women good. You hear that? Pay attention. Always treat the women nice all the time. Because you get them mad, then they go tell your wife. Hey, you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Yannetty. Let's hear it for Joe Yannetty. Come on, make some noise. Joe Yannetty. Once again, Mr. Joe Yannetty.